Hey there, Divine Feminine. Welcome to this message. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, something that I'm picking up right now is that this is a message that I've been receiving recently, and this is more about a Divine Feminine. You're going to feel soon like you're being tested, or you were just given a test, okay? This is a test from the divine, from the universe, to see how far you have come. A test for yourself in a way, okay? So that you can see how far you have come on this journey. And if you actually have healed out this karmic wound, this core karmic wound. I believe that the divine feminines that I'm speaking to, your core karmic wound may be self-worth. That is who I'm speaking to right now. So if that is not you, this message probably is not going to be for you, if that doesn't make sense. But if you've come to the realization that you needed to believe in yourself, you needed to see that you have a ton to offer, okay, in this world. You needed to see the beauty within yourself and realize that you do have a lot to offer, and that self-love, that self-worthiness, letting go of self-sabotage. Because I do think that I'm speaking to a divine feminine where things would get good, you push them away and you would self-sabotage. You would come up with all kinds of different reasons as to why, because you always felt like you were never actually good enough for it. Okay, this was your core karmic wound. That is why you're on this twin flame journey. That is a type of twin flame I'm speaking to, the twin flame dynamic, is that the divine feminine, it was all about you healing this out. And why was this all about you healing this out? It's because it completely changed the trajectory of your life. It transformed your life, which then changes and transforms the life of those around you. Okay, so if you have children, your children's life. If you don't have children but you're going to have children, your future children's life, generations to come. That's how powerful this is. And that is why this twin situation, it is so important. I feel like you have kind of let go of the idea of it being romantic. Okay. And that's okay. You've kind of come to the realization that I believe my twin flame isn't going to actually come in to the physical. I think that is the divine feminine that I'm speaking to. You may not even feel the need or the want for this twin to come in the physical. And you've come to the point of wanting, because of that, a high-level soulmate instead. And that is what you're longing for and what you're asking for the divine to send you. Because a high-level soulmate is still going to help you on your soul mission, is still understanding you spiritually, is on the same level, the same path as you. Okay, so in this situation, I believe that you kind of close the chapter in a way on this twin, at least to come into the physical with you. You've been now asking for clearer direction on to lead you to the highest love. Okay, but other than the twin, what's the highest level of love? Higher love. That is what I'm getting. And I do see someone, this is part of the test, okay, divine feminine, is that when you get to this point, I do believe spirit, universe, whatever it is that you want to believe, divine, is going to send somebody your way. I'm getting a lot of sparks flying. It's going to be a lot of like maybe passionate, and it's going to feel close to maybe that piece, like that high-level soulmate in a way. Okay, I just see like more sparks. I see a connection, a strong connection. Now, this is not your high-level soulmate. And this is not a twin. I'll get to that in a little bit. This is somebody else. This may be a soulmate, but they are not awake spiritually. They're not on the same spiritual plane as you. They may be willing and open to understanding this and exploring it, but they are not on that same level. They are not your high-level soulmate. but it's going to feel good. This person's going to come in and it's going to feel really good. What happens though, this is a part of the test, is that, and this may have just happened to you and you may be wondering, what does this mean? Or this could be happening soon. So it's almost like just letting you know now. Or, because I'm kind of picking up just very recent energy. That's what I'm getting here. This isn't like a way far in advance. This is soon. And they come in and they stir up kind of like these romantic feelings inside of you. And then for whatever reason, okay, whether you're holding a mirror and it's triggering and they run, or because yes, you can trigger others that aren't your twin, okay? Because you're living in authenticity. You're living your genuine truth. You're on a different level as a divine feminine than most people. Many people are living in their wounded state, are living in their ego. This person is still living in their ego. But you do have a pull towards this person. There is going to be a strong feeling, a strong connection. What they do is, whether the reason why they run doesn't matter. Okay, I'm here to tell you right now, it doesn't matter why they decide to ghost you. That is what I'm getting. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's a way to see how you react to this situation. That's what it is. Now, for some of you, it may not be romantic. This could be something like a friendship instead. This is just another person coming in. So take it however it resonates. But for some reason, I'm getting more of a romantic. And that's the way that I think that I'm hearing to give this message on and to speak about, is that this is more like a romantic. So, and maybe it's just a couple of dates. Maybe it's just we've talked for a little bit, a couple of dates. And no matter the reason, I'm not saying this person's terrible, or this person's out to get you, or this person came in to play games. I'm not necessarily saying that. I want to get that out there right now. This person may actually be a decent person, but okay, I do feel like if they do ghost you, all right, and don't give you a reason why or anything like that, why they don't talk to you anymore, that for one isn't a high value masculine energy anyways. So that person is definitely not for you. If they don't give you a reason or anything like that, and they just completely stop talking to you and ghost you, that's your sign that this person isn't even, like, doesn't belong in your life. Definitely, at least not right now, right? This is a wounded type of masculine energy, an ego-based masculine energy. All right. How you react is the test. The old you would be sitting in constant, like, replaying every little thing that you said and asking, why aren't they contacting me? Why did they do this? Why did they do that? Dwelling on it, obsessing over it, obsessing over this person, sitting then in this self-doubt, this not, maybe going back again to that piece of, I'm not worthy, right? Like, I'm not worthy. Obsessing, then it's almost like it pushes you back. That is the old you. That is not you anymore, divine feminine. The new you, if this comes in, if this happens, and I'm sorry, I know that no matter what, like, that is not a great feeling, but I believe that now, as a divine feminine, you're saying, that's okay. I honestly don't care. And you move on rather quickly. It's almost like they come in, they ghost you, and you just say, interesting. Well, I guess they just aren't for me. It doesn't matter. And it has nothing, it's nothing, you realize that it's nothing about your worthiness or your value. It's on them. That's their problem. Okay, if they ghosted you because you were a trigger to them, that's their problem. If they ghosted you because they just don't see anything with you, that's the way it is. Like, that's how they feel, right? That's on them, and it doesn't matter. You know, you deserve a high value type of masculine, type of divine masculine energy, right? So I believe that needs to be shown, and a piece of it is that it needs to be shown to you. You need to realize this yourself. You need to see this yourself. You need to realize that you healed out this wound, that it doesn't change anything about you and it doesn't change your trajectory. You're still on the high timeline and you just let it go and you don't even think twice about this person. You don't dwell on it. You don't obsessively think about this person. It just kind of goes away and falls away. This had to come about. And like I said, this could be like friendships. This could be a group that come in and you're friends and it seems like things are going great and then they completely ghost you. It could be that too. Okay. So it could be one or the other. It could be both. You could see this, and this is during like your transitional period. This is for you to realize whether you've healed it out or not. Do I still have more work to do? Do I still need to work on my karmic core wound, or has this been healed completely out? Now, it needed to be shown to you and proven, because when this high-level soulmate comes into your life, it's going to rock your world in a good way. Okay. So, they're going to come in and they're going to love you. And I'm hearing like you never had it. That's what I'm getting. And they're going to feel that way about you. You're going to feel that way about them. If you had not healed out this karmic core wound, there's more than just this romantic piece. Okay. But this is part of it. If you hadn't healed out this karmic wound, then you would run. You don't have to run just from your twin, okay? You can run from a high-level soulmate as well. You would run because you wouldn't feel worthy of this person. You would self-sabotage this relationship. And that is what, and so we had to make sure, that this was healed out so that when this does come through, okay? And I'm not going to really sit here and give you a timeline, okay? Because everybody's going to be different here. I feel like this is a group of divine feminines that I'm speaking to. And you may be a little bit different on your journey, but the group of divine feminines about self-worth, and that's your karmic core wound. You may be on different timetable on this journey. So I don't want to give a time frame of when this person is coming to you or coming towards you. It could be very soon for some of you. It could be another year or two for some of you. Okay, but you've healed out this wound. And so because when they come in, you're not going to run from them. That's what had to be done. It had to be done this way. Okay, and that's what you need to be shown, is that yes, I'm worthy. Yes, I love myself. Okay. So another reason is because of your trajectory on your life. And I think that maybe this is a career or your soul path or soul mission, something that you're supposed to do in this world. It may have to do with money, or it may have to do with stability, or it may have to do with you shining your light or speaking, something like that. Could not be successful with whatever project this is, whether this is just a project, a career, or something, because you're always self-sabotaging. You were always doing something to make sure you weren't given the best because of that wound. Okay? Because of that childhood wound, the core karmic wound, the lesson that you learn. Because whatever this is, whether this is your career, again, career project, something like that, it brings in a lot of success for you. And it's because you're on a different wavelength now. You're on a wavelength of, I am worthy of success. I'm worthy of abundance. Now that you know that, this is all coming into play very soon, Divine Feminine. And that's a piece of it that shows you that you're almost like completed this piece of your journey, this cycle of your journey, the karmic core wounds, that piece of your journey. Now, for those that you have kind of let go of your twin flame, okay, to at least in a way to where like physically, they're not coming through physically in the physical, in the 3D. They're not coming to you, and you've let this go. I'm hearing remain grateful and practice gratitude with your twin flame journey. I would send it to the universe, write it down, say it, give it out, like to God, whatever, of how grateful you are for this person, for your soul mission, you know, with this person, how they've helped you. Maybe explain to them that you're grateful and that they've helped you to transform, what exactly they did to you, how they helped you heal out this core wound that needed to be healed out in a very desperate, I'm getting like a desperate way. All right. Because like I said, this affects future generations. And I'm not saying reach out to them physically, because I think that who I'm speaking to, you're not in communication physically. I'm saying spiritually let this twin know. Even if you feel like they may already know, I'm saying like remain grateful. I would say like on a daily, just say, I'm so grateful for this twin journey. Because you know in your heart, you wish them well. You want them to heal completely. You wish them well. You wish nothing but the best for them on their journey. And I also think that you're saying, I forgive you. I forgive you for not being able to come into the physical. I forgive you for, I don't know, if you know that they've done something to you. Forgiveness is such a huge frequency to be in. And practicing gratitude, the two of those combined, is only going to unblock blessings for you and bring in a lot of light energy into your life, into the situation. So I think that's important to explain this to your twin in the spiritual, and in some way, maybe they'll get this through a dream state. Okay, a dream, maybe they'll hear this. You know, God, divine works in all kinds of different ways to give this person signs, synchronicities, whatever, about your journey and about this healing journey, because you know that's what it's all about. So no matter where you're at with this twin, no matter what it is that happened with this twin, I am seeing a lot of like fire energy. So I think there's a lot of past turmoil between the two of you, but it's over now. Okay, it's gone, it's over. And we're moving on from the resentment or the hurt or the heartache from this twin and healing it out. Okay, and telling them you wish them well, because you do. You want love in their life. You want light. You only want the best for them. All right. So anyways, I think that's all I have. So that is just a like heads up, or for some of you that have just gone through this, that let that be a confirmation to you. Just keep pushing forward. That's not the right person for you. Oh, and the other thing that I want to say is, for some of you, if this does resonate and this happens, this is not your twin. Okay, so I think for some of you, because they run and they ghost you, you sit here and you wonder, okay, was that person who I thought was my twin actually my catalyst? And this person that came in is now is my actual twin that I was waiting for? I'm here to tell you, no, they are not your twin. They're just a soulmate that is not awake yet. Right? So this isn't the person for you either. This is not the romantic partner for you. So I would say like hold out for that high-level soulmate. The difference is the high-level soulmate is on the same spiritual wavelength as you, is spiritual like you. You don't have to explain the spirituality piece to them, because they understand. They're the same as you. Whereas a soulmate may not completely understand that piece, okay? But would not be completely closed off. A soulmate, I believe, would be more, I would listen to you, I would try to take that in, I would try to understand it, because I'm open to it, okay? So that is, but they are not awake. So, and you know how long that process takes, but this is not a twin situation, okay? This isn't. So if you were confused, I just want to give you, this is a confirmation for you that don't think that that's your actual twin, because it is not. All right. So anyways, I hope that resonated. If it did, comment below. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I will talk to you all later.